Guys, this is episode 2 of Brunch with LLQJ 206.
This is like your cam for talking in
All right.
souls.
I'm feeling, what if I was like caca? So yes, this is my, I'm here. Shout out, first of all, the Happy New Year's. It's January 6, 2018. I got my second guest of Comedians Who Brunch. I have the amazing, popping up everywhere, all over the fucking TV shows, comedy shows, whatever. He's killing it. Ricarlo Flanagan, Detroit's finest. What up, though?
What up, though? Shout out Cleveland, too, man. That's where I grew up.
Shout out Cleveland?
Shout out Cleveland.
Shout out Cleveland.
But Detroit, too. Much love.
But
love
313 stand up.
Stand all the way up.
I don't know what Cleveland's area code is.
216.
216.
216.
313.
313.
216.
And 216.
Not as easy
Sure.
to throw up
Yeah.
for 6, but
No.
I get it. But
I
you get the gesture was there.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, man? What's been going on with you, man?
Oh, man, I'm just out here grinding, man. I'm hustling.
I'm happy
breathing.
you're here.
You know, that's all I ask, man. Stay alive and thrive, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you sound a little too humble for a brother who was on a couple episodes of Shameless and Carmichael Show. I mean, I'm
Four to be exact, not to brag.
No, I mean,
anything,
shoot,
but,
hey, that's a recurring character. You hear that, motherfucker? Pay up.
Hey, man, you know, not bad for a young boy from the east side of Cleveland, man.
Okay.
And I lived on the east side of Detroit, too. So,
Ooh.
You know. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Y'all need to check your remotes in your you need to check your laptop batteries because he done stole them out. That's how gangster East Side Detroit is.
Hey, man, you know, yeah, you gotta be cut from a certain cloth to survive Detroit, Michigan. You know
And
what
that's
I'm saying?
why
And
you out
Cleveland.
here now thriving.
Hey,
I
man.
believe you thrive. Now, see, Ricardo want to play it low, you know what I'm saying, because that's how Midwest players do. They don't never big up nothing, and even when they blow up, they still lay low. But
Yeah.
Ricardo out here, I was, you know what I'm saying, like, I met you when you first were visiting out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then when he came out here, I said, Ricardo, you crashed with me for a bit.
That's right.
Ricardo, Ricardo crashed with me,
Yes,
so
let's talk about that.
let's talk about it.
You gave me, I owe you the biggest shout out ever. Shout out to LLQJ right here
My man.
for being a solid dude, man, and
Man.
allowing me a place to lay my head in this jungle. Because it's a jungle when you first touch down
It
out
is.
here, you understand?
You know why I did that, though?
Why is that?
I did that not only because you're talented, but because when I moved down here, I didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
I moved down, I took over this city. I hustled like I was back in the Midwest. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I locked it down. I was like, I need to know everybody, every movement.
Yeah.
So when I got in a position to be able to help folks,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whenever someone comes in town, I always got a bed for them to crash on or,
Yeah.
or a couch for them to crash on.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when I first moved down here, I had nobody.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I saw you. I remember seeing you at a show. I remember you had. First of all, shout out to the Midwest comics, like because
Yeah.
I've never met a non-funny Midwest comic.
Yeah,
All
for
of you motherfuckers. Maybe it's the winter or all the beer or whatever, but y'all can write the hell out of a joke. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out
But when I saw you, there was a white dude named Matt
McClowry.
McClowry.
Yeah, shout out to Matt McClowry. Big
Shout out to Matt McClowry. Now he's
Yeah.
a funny dude too.
Yes, sir.
But I
Very.
saw y'all were visiting. I was like, yo, I'm thinking about making. I was like, yo, hit me up.
Yeah.
No Hollywood shit. When
Right.
you out
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
hit me up, and you did. And you crashed, and then you got your spot in the valley, and whatnot. And so you've been doing good. We don't kick it as much as I'd like to.
Man,
but,
we need to
we do need to kick it more.
end that bad streak. That's a bad streak.
but every time I see some good stuff happen to you,
Yeah.
I gotta tell y'all the pack that we made. I gotta tell them the pack.
Let 'em know.
When we make it? September?
yeah.
It was in September.
Beginning.
We made a pact that by March we'd be what?
Man, we would be established. We would be certified and established by March of 2018. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
March 2018, only 3 months away.
So we still got work to do, man.
We still grinding.
You
But
know?
he's about to get certified. Sad, got to pay them fees. So for those of y'all who don't get the hustle, let me tell y'all how it goes.
Yeah.
You start off doing background work, and then you become SAG eligible. Now, eligible, I know that you guys know because you guys are intelligent. Eligible means you're qualified to apply.
That's right.
That does not mean you're guaranteed. But when
'em
you
know.
apply, you have to chip them out. You have to pay them out 3 G's.
3 racks.
3 racks that you have not been getting paid to save. So you're supposed to have 3 G's to save for when you become SAG eligible. And then that's just to get in. You still have to pay dues.
Still got to pay dues. And they ain't give you no breaks on that 3 racks neither. You need to pay all 3,000 of those dollars, every cent, or you will not work You understand? You will get a part, but if you ain't paid that money, you ain't gonna perform that part. Ask me if it happened to me, because it did.
So we said that by March, we were going to be established.
That's right.
That's what the pact we made. So every now and then, we always text each other, yo, it's 3 months away, 4 months away, 3 months away, 2 months away. Then when it's March, it's like we'll be there, because I believe in manifestation.
Yeah.
And as you manifest, you also work towards.
That's right.
And so that's what we've been doing. But tell the people what you got going on, man. Tell me, because I know.
Okay, well, first of all, before I touch on that, I'm gonna tell you something you didn't know.
Okay.
Okay. When I did crash with you, right? You had a roommate.
Right.
Yo, I wanted to whoop his ass so bad, bro. I wanted to beat the brakes off
The
that
white
man.
boy, right?
Oh man, and that wasn't the reason. It's for the people out there. That
We just don't want to beat white boys up.
No, I'm not a
It's not
racial
thing.
person. That ain't what it was.
I
just
am, but that's not
because-
what I want to do. I don't just get no jollies off beating white boys up. Yeah, cut the tape. Cut the tape.
I mean, I'm equal opportunity with ass
Yeah.
whoopers. I'm trying
Serve 'em
to
up.
sell them out to all who deserve it.
Justice.
Black, white, Asian, Indian, and so forth.
Yeah.
However, that dude was a special kind of asshole, man. And I don't know what he does or who he is. I remember his name. I remember his face though. But he used to always wake me up every time he came in and try to make me move my car so his guests could park in the spot. So I gotta, you know where you live.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find parking at nighttime when you're just trying to go to sleep, man. You know, and I'm just like, this dude just like, what I did, I saved it because it was your friend. So I just didn't, I let it go.
We're not going to use the word friend loosely on it. It
Okay.
was a dude who crashed with me.
Okay, so you knew him. Just because you knew him.
Craigslist.
Okay, so it ain't official then.
So if you had whooped his ass, I would have spared. I'd have just popped popcorn. I'd have been a real life GIF.
Oh man, I wanted to, bro. I wanted to just, not even, you know what, with him, I didn't even have to like physically harm him. What I had to do was just stand up and grab him real strongly, you know, just kind of by the
He was a
collar.
skinny white boy.
Yeah, you know, just like with an angry face and a real aggressive tone. I think that might have said it right, but I just let it all go though, because I'm
Yeah.
a peaceful guy. I mean, sometimes I'm passive, but you know, don't get it twisted. I have the ability to, you know, to harm you, but I don't do it because, you know.
He doesn't use his size for evil.
Nah, man.
Y'all
it's
didn't
not
get a
good
chance
course.
to see Ricardo. Ricardo, you 6'2", 230.
Yeah, oh man, way over 230, bro.
Way over
You been-
230?
If I was 230, I'd be looking in the mirror. My shirt might come off if I weighed 230. You know what I'm saying? I might be taking Instagram selfies against
Oh, what?
my
That's
principles.
a shirt up.
I might-
He had you got to get that.
So I might have to, you know, you might get one of these close ones, and I ain't even gonna do the one way up here. If I'm weighing 230, you getting that close up action. You know what I'm saying?
Right here. You see that? You see that,
Right,
girl?
straight for the ladies.
Yeah,
Ladies,
we out here.
Shout out to the ladies at Ricarlo Flanagan at 230. That's dangerous. You know, that's dangerous for the ladies.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
Nah,
Hollywood
they
ain't ready for that.
Nah, man, they ain't ready. Y'all, but to get back to what you originally asked me, I'm working, man. I'm acting, which acting is a new thing for me. I definitely, I've been doing it for like 2 years, 3 years now. So that's a craft that I'm really delving into, and I'm really trying to make sure that I respect it like I do comedy, because comedy is my number one, you know, and that I'm working on that too right now. I'm trying to write my first hour right now. I'm trying to really get, you know, that cracking, and just trying to really balance the two and see. And really kind of see if I can leave a mark, you know, artistically in this game, you know. So that's really what I got going.
Coming from where we come from, I don't think that's a problem leaving a mark.
Yeah.
But because we're so driven and ambitious, I feel like it's something that it's like, okay, well, we want more.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've already been on hit shows.
Yeah.
Carmichael's in history.
Yeah.
Shameless is in history.
Yeah, that's on the resume.
Whatever else.
But see, well, we've been behind the curtain though, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That's like I think anybody who reaches a benchmark, what happens is they see what happens when they reach that benchmark. Like where we come from, you know, in our minds, reaching a goal, it was gonna be a whole different event than what it really was. You know?
Right.
So in our mind, when we was little, you know, we living in the ghetto, we watching TV, we thinking, oh, if I can get on that TV, man, it's gonna be cars, it's gonna be money, it's gonna be chicks, it's gonna be everything. And then you do it, and then you like, okay, there's bills that come with this. That's what happens. Your rent is still due when you get on TV. Ain't nobody giving you a break on the rent because they saw you on Shameless. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's no, you know, nobody gives you a free car because they saw you on TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of, I think what drives you more is just the fact that you realize that you have to do more once you get there. You know.
Well, we also signed up for a job where there's no end point. There's no president of comedy.
No.
There's no head. You can become a legend,
Yeah.
but even the legends are putting out specials.
Yeah, for sure.
Seinfeld put out one.
Yeah.
Rock putting out one. Chappelle put out 4.
Yeah.
Ellen
In a year.
making a comeback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many. Like you just keep creating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when you choose to do comedy, when people like get frustrated, and it is a frustrating ass industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah, for sure.
Being funny is the least. It's the
Least
last
of
thing
yeah.
you really worry about when
Yeah.
you're a comedy.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing, because when we first started, you're like, I just want to be funny. I just want to be funny.
Yeah.
And then you get all these other opportunities to branch out,
Yeah.
and you get further from the stage,
Yeah.
and then your funniness.
Yeah, you just, you know, it's like becoming, when you're a professional, it's different, you know, it's all about the craft, you know, because your craft has to be so much exponentially better than other players that, you know, you have to function, you know, when you get to the point where you're functioning with the big fish, per se, quote unquote,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta really, that's a very intimidating thing, you know. It's intimidating to come from the Midwest where you was doing great, you know, and then you come here and you walking in the comedy store, you just walking through the hallway and you see Chris D'Elia walk past you, you see Bill Burr walk past you, you see anybody you can think of walk past you, just walking past because they waiting to do their spot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
These are all dudes you just got through idolizing
Right.
in the Midwest, like, yo, that's crazy, but it lets you know you're in the big leagues now, you know?
Yeah.
And so now what becomes, I guess, you know, what was nostalgic to you back home is serious now. Now it's serious.
I mean, you're a serious player, though.
Serious.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta be.
yeah, you know, you gotta be. And this isn't, comedy's not for the weak, y'all. This might be my only like warning to tell people who are doing comedy. You want to do comedy, I welcome you to it, because for some people comedy is the destination, and for other people comedy is the conduit to get to where you want to be.
That's right.
You know, and that's fine. But when you set up to do comedy, man, it is a very humbling, hat in hand, toe in dirt, because you do not know how to make money consistently from this art form. The money that from TV does not come in consistently. Your roles are not guaranteed unless you're on the part, and even then you could be written out like that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. This whole place is humbling, bro. California as a whole, if you want to zero in on Hollywood, which is where we trying to function, right? It's very humbling, man. Where's my camera? Is that my camera? Is it right here?
That's it? Okay.
You think you look good? You think you pretty? You think you handsome? Move here. Move to California. You gonna see some of the best looking people you ever saw in your life. You gonna find out that you ain't the dime piece that you thought you were. You thought you was on a scale of 1 to 10, you thought you was a 12, huh? Okay, well, wait till you see a 12. Okay?
At Chick-fil-A.
At Chick-fil-A, just working there, giving you Polynesian sauce. You at the drive-through window looking at her like, can I marry you? Why are you working here? But that's LA, man. That's how humbling it is.
I have a chip on my shoulder with this city. Like, I succeeded here.
Yeah.
But for me, it's always that chip, because it's like, the first year in LA, it does everything in its power to break your ass.
Break you down.
Like it does, whether it's parking tickets, relationship problems from back home, relationships problem here,
Yeah.
jobs, crazy roommates, whatever case may be, them 5 things come at you all at once. And it beats your butt for the first year. And then like a month or 2 into the second year, it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
I see you really want it.
Yeah, you have to find a path to walk here so you don't go crazy. You got to find an outlet here. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
What's your outlet?
My outlet, I think.
You live in the valley. That's an outlet to me. That's just,
Yeah, I get away from the madness, but I got to get back in the madness though. So I can't stay in the valley forever.
you definitely can't say where I Ubered you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
This
can't.
motherfucker he told me the address, and I said, sounds like Winnetka.
Yeah, see,
Winnetka.
that's a good idea. Find a city people can't even, they don't even usually talk about that city.
Find a city,
and live there.
just go on Craigslist.
Yeah.
And find something for sale on Craigslist that you say, oh, that sounds far away. Inland Empire?
Yeah.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? If I had to really pinpoint my outlet here, I would have to say weed has become my outlet.
That's your thing.
That's what, because I didn't really mess with weed like that in the Midwest. you know?
Right.
And then I got out here and I got some homies that introduced me to the medicinal, and man, I've never done shrooms or anything like that because I'm not a drug guy.
Right.
But, the effect that weed has had on me is like a guy who does shrooms because it's expanded my mind because it's relaxed me so much.
Okay.
That I'm able to really process things, and kind of, really grasp a perspective on something, Like weed makes me think about crazy stuff that I didn't think about before, like how really animalistic humans are.
Okay.
I never thought about that before I started smoking weed, man. But and it's true. That's what scares me though. The thoughts that I have now, due to the medicinal that I've smoked, it scares me how true these thoughts are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How the way we respond to things, so animalistic. And I'm like, damn, we really at the core just animals.
Yeah.
We just animals at the core. Like,
I mean, in philosophy, there's something called a social contract theory, where if we didn't have the law, we'd all either be like brutes,
yeah.
or in the pursuit of happiness. That's like, and so I think we'd all be savages.
Bro, it's real. Because think about this though. This is the level up how much animals we are. We different types of animals too though. Like, okay, if you're a guy, say you're a guy, right? Mm-hmm. And you walk past these girls and they react to you a certain way all the time. It's consistent, no matter where you are or what group of girls it is, right? That's because you're the type of animal that they react that way to.
Right.
For example, so if you break it down to actual animals, like say women, a group of women are young fillies, right? They're young fillies, but you a rhino. How do you think a filly will react to seeing a rhino walk past? Irregardless of his thoughts to a rhino, they just see a big monster coming.
Yeah.
So their reaction is to go, you know what I'm saying? So not only does that apply with women, think about racially,
Mm-hmm.
Think about what a guy like me is to a young white girl when they see me.
They probably shoot me out the panties out
A
there.
monster. I'm a big monstrous animal to some of them. So that's the way they respond. They like, whoa,
Man,
shit.
He has a big monstrous rhino horn.
You know what? Some of them may think that, and I have run across those who are curious, but others get scared. Others like, well, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna trample us? You know what I'm saying? And that's just the core of where a lot of our prejudices and fears come from. It's
Right.
just from that animal foundation. But we have to elevate. You have to use the human side of you to elevate your consciousness to realize that that's not the way that you should approach humanity. Yeah. But so many people aren't really tapped into that though.
No, I mean, yeah, we're definitely designed to suppress the basis instincts and desires.
Yeah.
Because we would go to jail.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that right there, that's what I was just talking about, some weird shit, right? It's some weird, unnecessary thought process. But that's weed. That's what weed does.
I saw the call, like you saw it, and he brought it back so smoothly.
That's weed. That's what Jeff Sessions is trying to keep us from. That's the.
Oh my gosh! I almost spewed out my nose.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Jeff Sessions is trying to keep us from expounding like that.
I mean, with weed, I take 2 tokes, and I'm like Lil Wayne in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Like
on
I'm
top of your shit.
I got a Monroe piercing. There's a lot of weird shit. I take 2 tokes, and I'm like, yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you in the booth
I'm in the booth,
without a
blazing
pen,
it. You know,
killing it.
do you do any collabs with any any other Detroit comics?
Oh man,
Because here's what I see the white comics from like Chicago usually like are friendly with each other, but the Midwest comics, for as funny as they are, like I haven't seen this guy as much, but like his name was Trevor
Smith.
Yeah,
Shout out
he's
to Trevor
funny
Smith.
as hell. Shout out
Yeah.
to Trevor Smith.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's like, it's like I don't see you guys ever like kicking it or like, you know what I'm saying, like collaborate. Like Ron Taylor. Did you know Ron Taylor?
Yeah, that's my man's right there.
Ron Taylor, funny as shit.
Shout out to all of them. Trevor, Ron Taylor, man. Darius Bennett just moved here. That's a real funny dude. Who else is here from Detroit, man? Shout out there, Harry Morose.
Yeah.
Here. Man, shout out to all the Detroit comics, man.
Is Joe Quazala from there? I think he's from Chicago, right?
Yeah, he's from Chicago.
Okay, yeah. But y'all know Midwest. All right, so.
Yeah, Midwest, man. It's all the same, you know.
I just don't ever see y'all like kicking and whatnot. But I also realize like, because all the time people like, I don't kick with nobody from Seattle either.
Yeah.
So like, I also don't have a lot I don't have a lot in common.
You know what, bro? Seattle, man. Seattle, maybe not Seattle, but Washington, to me, is white paradise. That's where all the white people go to escape.
What?
Real talk. Washington is white paradise, man. You know how I know?
Why?
I was walking through there, bro. I went to a Huskies game.
Okay.
The wide receivers on the Huskies team were white. If you got a team with white wide receivers, man, that is a white island. Who recruits and drafts white receivers? Who? Tell me who. Name one school you know that actively recruits white wide receivers. The Washington Huskies, that's who. They don't have any black receivers. They got white receivers and Hawaiian receivers.
Did they get the job done?
It don't matter. I'm not saying it matters,
Right.
but it's something you don't see.
You don't see it as frequent.
Name me a white wide receiver in the NFL.
Kels,
Who's he play for?
the Panthers.
Obscure squad. That's like
Okay.
the
Where's
Panthers.
I'm from Seattle. I hear what you say, but Seattle has always been like this. The Northwest really has always been this utopian racist heaven.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they love to be liberal up until but their racism is so subtle. Like we don't have an NBA team, but we put out a lot of NBA products.
Ah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you look at it, the Seattle got rid of the Sonics, and the next year they brought in the Sounders. We got a Major League Soccer team, where a lot of affluent lesbians were like the not cheerleaders, but they were the catalyst
Okay.
for it being brought there.
And
I'm upset.
I mean, that's a good observation. You know, I realize though, you know, that type of racism right there, that subtle racism, we kind of almost need it. It's actually the most dangerous because it's subtle, right?
Right.
And it's like, you know, not stated but understood.
Right.
So there's going to be a part of the institution there. They're going to stop. However, there's some good things that come from subtle racism. You know, like interracial sex, I think, is fueled by that subtle racism. So it's like
The taboo of it
the
all.
taboo makes it real hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like since the 90s, like 91, it's been some real good interracial sex because of that.
I mean, really, since like slavery time.
Since yeah, you know, that's the obvious. That's like the
Right.
But we
But
talking
yeah.
about that.
91 was when it was taboo with Wesley Snipes. Remember the flack our moms gave Wesley Snipes? Shout out to Wesley.
Oh, he's still giving them the flack. Michael B. Jordan is getting the Wesley Snipes flack right now.
Oh, that is the revitalized. That's the Wesley Snipes beef.
Yeah,
2.0.
Proverbs say ain't nothing new under the sun. That's the truth, right there, because the shit just come back.
Everything recycled.
Everything. Michael B. Jordan getting flack for dating what perceives to be a white woman. It's not a white woman. That is a Hispanic woman, I think.
And that's so weird how we go from extremes to like ignoring gray area completely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing that everyone's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To being like, oh man, if she ain't black, she white.
Yeah.
Well, she's Jewish or Italian. She white.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, but that comes from not being around other cultures. So
True.
You know, that's why we need to expand our horizons so we don't make those mistakes. You know, also it would make it easier for you to digest seeing somebody different with somebody different.
Yeah.
Because it's not a big deal.
Right. No. Not
But
really.
it's a big deal to you when you think that's all there is.
I'm an equal opportunity lover.
What?
I'm an equal opportunity. You wouldn't find me. I mean, well, I can't say this on air. I'll tell you when we cut the camera. But yeah, I'm an equal opportunity lover.
Man, listen. Why would anybody follow Jim Crow when it comes to their genitals? Jim Crow is not supposed to apply to your sex life, man. You know, you're not supposed to.
Picture being an idiot like that. Picture being that where it's like, oh, you look so good, but unfortunately my genitals are.
Jim Crow law.
Yeah, so you can't
Crazy.
fondle my balls because you white.
Man, if you told me, if Selma Hayek came up to me and said, I'd like to go out to dinner, and I'm all like, well, you know, I got to stay true
I'm
to
looking
my
for a
Asiatic,
Nubian queen.
Nubian, you know,
I
man,
can't
please.
do that. If somebody came up to me, I told my girl,
Yeah.
there are a few women that, and like a lot of women, that, you know, when I date them, they're like, oh, well, you can have your pick or whatever. Da, da, da. I'm like, I'm still a comic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have my pick. I'm not Denzel Washington.
Yeah, nah.
I'm a comic.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about like comics, like when you're moving out here from the Midwest, that's what it was like for me.
Yeah.
When I like got popping.
Yeah.
Was like I went from like open micer, you know, on a major scene to a national headliner.
Yeah.
And that just put me in the league with, you know, your Adam Rays. You know what I'm saying? Your Brad Williams and stuff.
Let's just state this. Let's state this for the record.
Okay.
You've been on Ellen. Okay. That opens a whole door of dating prospects, to put it nicely, so I don't get in trouble for saying something heteronormative. I don't want nobody thinking that I'm a bad guy, because I'm not. But I'm just saying that Ellen DeGeneres, you've been on a show with Ellen DeGeneres. It ain't no way. You got a whole nother perspective of options. You can tell a woman, you can tell a woman I've been on Ellen DeGeneres. You can YouTube
when I
me.
get a little irritated, when I feel like I'm not getting the right amount of.
Don't y'all understand how strong that makes your vagina prospects? That levels it up. You were here vagina wise. You are up there. You've been on Ellen DeGeneres. You know who's been on Ellen DeGeneres? Everybody that everybody likes. Jennifer Lopez has been on Ellen. Diddy has been on Ellen. DJ Khaled. Denzel Washington, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. Okay? I mean, you in the same breath with these people.
Sat in the same couch, same fibers.
Same fibers. Sat across from Ellen. She laughed at something you said, looked at you with a loving face. Oh, come on, man. You should be killing the game, brother. Killing the game.
When I was single, I was.
You're not single no more.
I'm dating somebody now.
And we respect that, and that's great. But I bet you, did she see you on Ellen? Huh? She saw you on Ellen. She saw you on it.
I don't know. I don't know if she has. Perhaps she did.
She is not remiss to the fact that you have been on Ellen.
She's not remiss to the fact. Did you hear the fucking wording of that? She's not remiss to the fact. And that's a Midwest comic joke writing skill right there.
Yes, sir.
The key words of remiss. Would you say, whenever you casually drop remiss outside of being angry?
Well, see, this is when you witness with somebody that's genetically wired a certain way, then that type of stuff is gonna come out, man. So, you know, I'm the product of you know, various people, various street people. So, you know, I'm liable to, you know, drop some pimp words, real hard pimpish words on you.
I would be
once in a while.
remiss.
She ain't remiss. She ain't remiss to it.
I can't believe you got on my web series and dropped Remiss.
Remiss. She is remiss. Listen, bro, she done been in the shower and thought about that shit randomly. She done been in the shower, you know, cleaning herself up and be like, yo, I done made love to a nigga from Ellen. This is, what?
Oh my God.
I have taken
my goodness.
my vagina places. This is what I'm talking about.
Up.
She called her mother. She probably called her mother, said, Ma, I'm doing exactly.
Who's passed out in my bed right now.
Right now. I'm doing whatever you set out for me to do. Whatever dreams you had for me, I'm fulfilling them, Ma.
Oh my gosh. This has been the craziest. Sam, what do we have for time? 28?
31.
Okay. Ricardo. We fam. We got to hang out more. That's
sure.
a fact.
Absolutely.
Are you going to move back into the city?
I have to. I literally have to.
Because I'm never going out to Winnetka unless I'm on the run.
You shouldn't. Nobody
unless I'm
should.
on the run. Unless I'm on the run. If you hear me crashing at Ricardo's house, and he's like, yo, Ricardo, man, I need to crash at your crib.
Hey.
He's like, cool.
Yeah.
Just come. We get rid of all the clothes.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, set it on fire. Nah.
Yeah,
but,
that's a good place to hide too, let me tell you.
So what you got planned for 2018, man? Well, tell me tell me what you got planned for 2018, how we can find you, what we can check you out on, all that jazz, man.
Man, 2018, the word for 2018 is expound. I am planning on expounding on what I did in 2017. So expect to see me in more shows, on more stages, spreading this pimp knowledge all over Hollywood, man. I'm just really trying to just, level up. I think, that's a term used a lot in unfortunate ways, but I think it's really true to what I'm trying to do is just, I just want to take the craft to another level, man. Just make sure what I put out is, worthy of something I can stand on and stand by, So just work, man. Work is in the air in 2018, man. But you can catch me on @Father Flanagan on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on there too, Ricarlo Flanagan. You can find me.
Find him.
Find me
He's
anywhere.
hilarious.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
When we were setting up today, because it was going to be Jack Knight.
Oh, that's my homie right there.
Yeah. Jack's the homie. Shout out to Jack Knight.
Yeah, big shout out.
He was going to do it. And we're going to have a couple other people. I wanted to have like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have, get a lot of, black comics, a little more FaceTime. And then Jack, I hit up Jack at 10:20. He's like, oh, I'm writing. And I was like, oh. He got called into the writer's room, not just like at the house. I was like, okay, well, I wish you would have let me know that. But, so I was like, I saw you were posting. I was like, yo, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Are you free?
Hey, thank you for reaching out to me.
All right, there's no one I read.
Yeah.
We had Nick Perdue, and Sam was anxious to film.
Yeah.
You see, we got the top shelf equipment here. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it's so
I see,
good
man.
Catching up.
Yeah, man, for real.
We got it. What are you about to do after this?
I'm chilling, man. I just paid my rent. Okay?
Look at God work.
Look at God, paid my rent, so I'm open, man. That was what I was the most worried about, more than anything. So now my mind is free. I'm willing to do anything.
At least for another 25 days.
And in a place like this where we sitting, something gotta happen in here. You can't just be in here and nothing happens.
It is a nice place.
It's a nice place, man.
I can't disclose the location, but know that it's in LA. It is a nice place. And it costs a good amount of money to secure this place.
Yeah, man.
So I'd like to thank everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank Sam J, my videographer, director extraordinaire. Yeah. Thank you, Ricardo Flanagan.
Thank you, bro.
Follow him at Father Flanagan on Twitter and our Instagram, Ricardo Flanagan on Facebook. Like his Facebook page. Shout out to our guest, Nick Perdue at the Nick Perdue. Follow him on all social media platforms. I've been Quincy Jones. You can find me at LLQJ206. Please like the Facebook page, Quincy Jones Comedian. Like this, Brunch with LLQJ206. And we'll see y'all next week. All right? Thank you. Peace.